And this is why I said I want the Kenyans to know what we are going through. The judiciary has been treated and continues to be treated contemptuously. The CJ has no Mercedes car. When we applied, we were told, look, keep to the what? We don't want wastage. Keep to the minimum of 2,500 cc. It is wastage to buy a CJ, a Mercedes 500, but it is not a wastage to buy the two speakers of the National Assembly, Mercedes 500. Are you getting my point? That's one incident. You read recently attempts to withdraw police traffic clearance for the CJ. But that clearance was given to very junior government officers. And you are told that it was a mistake. A mistake. That's very interesting. But he did it to other people. I have decided that unless I'm treated with the dignity due to my office, I will choose which of those state functions I will attend. I'm told that the VIP lounge at the JKA on the ground floor is locked, is permanently locked. I'm told it is reserved for the DP. I doubt if the DP is even aware of that. I go to the JKA and use the KQ lounge. And by the way, I enjoyed the company of the passengers I get there. We laugh and talk very well. I'm not bothered about that. My problem is this. There are times I receive very, very important visitors. I have received fellow chief justices coming to this country. Where do you want me to take them? When I was flying last year, I was flying with one of the CJs who came at my request as an official. On official duty, and I had to go to the KQ lounge with him because it was crowded. Somebody had to vacate a seat for him. When I go to other countries, I'm treated very well, and I wonder what happens in my own country. CJs, and not only myself, CJs are treated in the same way. Here we have, a launch locked, and we are told, look, that one you can't access. I don't know whether we can spend so much money to build a launch, left it there locked for years on end. When the visitors of the stature of the Chief Justice come to this country, on official invitation, my understanding is that they are not just visitors of the host CJ. They are visitors of the country. Last year in May, I had 5 CJs from East Africa on what we call the CJs Forum. We requested for the protocol cars. You have seen them. The Mercedes protocol cars which transport official and high-ranking visitors. They were not available to us. We transported the CJs in those kind of cars you see there, to those places where they are going. Literally every day, I receive letters written by, I believe, clerks in offices for the permanent secretary for the CS. That's how the CJ is treated. A clerk is the one who addresses the CJ. I read most of those letters. I'm told that some CSS and the PSS are bragging that the CJ will or should be removed before the end of this year. Really? Kumbe hii nchi kuna wenyewe. Some of us are serving at their pleasure. Let me tell you, my friends, the CJ is here exercising the mandate given to him by the Kenyan people. I am not serving at the pleasure of an SES or a PS. Let me also talk about some things that have caused a lot of friction with the other government agencies. You know of tender cases. They come to court and, the judiciary doesn't go out there looking for cases. Cases are brought to us. And when we deal with them, and decide them, you hear people shouting out there that the judiciary is not allowing the government to operate. As I said, we don't go looking for those cases. The people who are complaining out there, if you care to search, you will find that it is the CSS and the PSS and other senior government officers and their cronies who are behind those tenders. The president said some times back that the tenderpreneurs, most of them are in his office. But to be fair to the office of the president, those tenderpreneurs are everywhere, including even the public sector. These are the people who are trying to cripple the judiciary. I don't think my predecessor was treated any better than I am. Yeah? You remember one time he had to shout at the airport when he's being told that you can't go out, a PS has got to give you clearance to travel out of the country. That's what the judiciary is going through, and that's what I'm saying. Kenyans stop this so that the judiciary can perform its own functions. The judiciary, Kenyans require a brave and independent judiciary to tell those who are doing the wrong thing that they are doing the wrong thing. Thank you very much. I am not asking for, by the way, let me tell you, I have never owned a Mercedes myself, and I don't think I'll own one. I'm not bothered about the car I drive. What I'm saying is, let the office of the Chief Justice iwe treated kama ofisi ya speaker, kama ofisi ya rais, because that's where it is. Tusije tukachukuliwe kama watoto wa kambo. Mnasema hivyo kwa Kiswahili? Mayatima? No. Mayatima ni tofauti. Illegitimate children. Yes. I think I've exhausted. Please. Yes. My friend, you know, we are operating as a country. We can't operate in a silo. There are official functions the judiciary and the judiciary staff have to attend. There are some people who have even said CJ has traveled here. They don't even know who is paying the fares for my travel to those countries. If you look at the travel vote of the judiciary, you will not even raise a question. It is very small. You have asked a very valid question. I have not said that the budget should not be cut to cater for critical areas of the economy. Do you grind the operations of an institution to cater for other areas of the economy? You want us to shut, for example, the hospitals, so that we can do other things. You balance. The judiciary is the worst hit, by the way. If you go, the percentages I was asking my people, they didn't get me. The percentages, the 50%, in spite of our little budget, the judiciary is the worst hit. And that's why we are unable to operate. Any other question? And the judicial officers, that I'm not going to allow them to be attacked unfairly. I will defend them, because that's my duty to defend them. All I'm doing, and I'm appealing to them, please stand up for Kenya and do the right thing. But if you are involved in anything fishy, I will be the first one to expose you. It is the Court of Appeal, I said, which is not able to sit in Nyeri, it is not able to sit in Nakuru, it is not able to sit in Eldoret, it is not able to sit in Mombasa. What that means is that we are going to have a pile-up of appeals, because appeals are coming every day. And you should go to committee. You should go to Shimulatewa and hear the cries of the prisoners there who are waiting for them to be heard. I've said we have already shut down the mobile courts. If they go on, I don't know. We could my people have not told me. We could I told you from next month, unless something is done, we don't have fuel. We will not have fuel. So you might find that some judges are not able to come to court. But I'm asking them to sacrifice for Kenyans and pay from their pocket, hoping that we will get money and refund them. Yes. Don't allow a few people to cripple its operations. As I said from the beginning, I'm making this statement very conscious of the fact that our economy is not doing very well. Let the little there is be shared fairly, so that services can go on. You cannot say we are going to do this and grind the operations of the judiciary to a halt. I'm appealing to the members of the National Assembly to give us, as other nations do, a reasonable percentage of the national budget, so that we are able to operate. Many countries give their judiciaries 2.5% of the national budget. What is 2.5% of how many trillions is the current budget? And we will operate. As I said, give us 5 billion shillings every year, we will build courts everywhere and serve the people comfortably. If that is not possible, give us a reasonable fraction, but don't throw us to the judiciary, to the treasury, to go there and be told to wait and wait and wait. Even the little money you are given, you are not able to access it. You can't go. These budgets which have been going down, you will hear. After this, you will hear. The judiciary is not able to absorb the what? How do you absorb large sums of money, government money, which has got to be paid out in a structured manner within a very short while? That's why the Constitution wants the judiciary fund, the judiciary budget and the judiciary fund, so that we are able to run our affairs without any problems. I think this is the longest address I've given, and I want to thank you all for being patient, and I want to thank the Kenyans for being patient. After this, you are going to see a flurry of attacks against the CJ. CJ wants a Mercedes 500 so that you can feel good. CJ wants this and that. I am happy that the Kenyans see where those kind of attacks are coming from. Some of them are so incredulous that even anybody cannot believe them. I don't answer to the social media. I wish I had asked them to buy me a chopper. The one they put last week, that it